Aging alone is a reality that more and more seniors are facing, yet few people talk about what it really means. For many, the idea of living independently in their later years seems like a blessing, a chance to live life on their own terms, without obligations or responsibilities toward anyone else. But the truth is, solo senior living comes with challenges that often catch people off guard. No one prepares you for the sudden realization that, while independence is valuable, it also means carrying every burden alone. At first, living alone can feel like freedom. There's no one to compromise with, no one to disturb your peace, and no pressure to meet anyone's expectations. You can set your own schedule, eat what you want, watch your favorite shows, and enjoy a home that's entirely your own. But as time goes on, a new reality begins to settle in. The quiet that once felt peaceful can start to feel empty. The excitement of having no obligations turns into a realization that there's no one around to help when things get tough. One of the hardest truths about aging alone is that society isn't designed for single seniors. Many services, events, and activities cater to families or couples, leaving those who live alone feeling left out. While younger people may thrive on independence, older adults often find that without a built-in support system, even simple things, like running errands, getting medical care, or handling home maintenance, become overwhelming. It's not just about being alone in your home. It's about navigating a world that often overlooks those who don't have close family nearby. Another unexpected challenge is how relationships change over time. Friends and loved ones may have their own lives, and as people age, their social circles shrink. Without regular interaction, feelings of disconnection can creep in. The people you once relied on might not be as present as they used to be. Some friends move away, others become busy with their own families, and some, unfortunately, pass on. It's a painful reality that many seniors face, often without warning. Despite these challenges, the truth is that aging alone doesn't have to mean being lonely or struggling, but it does require preparation and a mindset shift. A strong support system, proactive planning, and a willingness to adapt can make all the difference. The key is to be aware of these realities before they become overwhelming. Living alone can be fulfilling and empowering, but only if you're prepared for both the good and the difficult moments that come with it. One of the hardest truths about living alone as a senior is the emotional weight that comes with it. At first, solitude can feel like a gift, time to reflect, relax, and focus on personal interests without the distractions of a busy household. But as days turn into months and years, that solitude can slowly shift into something else: loneliness. And loneliness is not just a fleeting feeling, it has real consequences on both mental and physical health. Loneliness is different from simply being alone. Being alone is a physical state, while loneliness is an emotional one. You can be surrounded by people and still feel lonely, or you can be alone and feel completely at peace. The key difference is how connected you feel to others. When seniors live alone without meaningful connections, loneliness can creep in unexpectedly. At first, it may feel like just another quiet evening, but over time it can lead to sadness, depression, and even a loss of motivation. Many seniors hesitate to admit they feel lonely. There's a stigma around loneliness, as if admitting it means you've somehow failed at life. But the truth is, humans are wired for connection. Studies show that prolonged loneliness can increase the risk of heart disease, cognitive decline, and even early mortality. The emotional burden of not having someone to talk to regularly or share daily experiences with can be overwhelming. The simple joy of sharing a meal, discussing the day's events, or even sitting in comfortable silence with a loved one is something that can be deeply missed when living alone. The transition into a more isolated life often happens gradually. At first, it's small things. Friends stop calling as often, family visits become less frequent, and social gatherings feel harder to attend. Before you realize it, your world becomes smaller. And with that, even basic human interactions, like making small talk with a neighbor or chatting with a cashier, start to feel like rare and treasured moments. But despite the challenges, living alone doesn't have to mean living in loneliness. There are ways to combat the emotional toll and turn solitude into something empowering rather than isolating. Maintaining strong social connections, even in small ways, can make all the difference. Whether it's joining a local group, scheduling regular calls with loved ones, or even volunteering, staying engaged with the world is essential. Another key strategy is embracing solitude in a way that feels fulfilling rather than lonely. Developing hobbies, learning new skills, and finding joy in personal time can help create a sense of purpose. Loneliness can be dangerous, but solitude, when embraced in the right way, can be deeply rewarding. The key is to recognize the difference and take steps to stay emotionally connected to the world. Living alone as a senior isn't just an emotional challenge. It comes with practical struggles that many don't realize until they experience it firsthand. From daily chores to unexpected emergencies, managing everything alone can be physically and mentally exhausting. These are the hidden challenges no one really warns you about. Household maintenance becomes a burden. When you live alone, every responsibility falls on you: cleaning, cooking, paying bills, grocery shopping, and home maintenance. Tasks that once seemed minor can suddenly feel overwhelming. Changing a light bulb, fixing a leaky faucet, or carrying heavy grocery bags up the stairs can become difficult, especially for those with mobility issues or health concerns. Small problems that were once easily fixed, like a broken appliance or a clogged drain, can become major sources of stress when there's no one to share the workload. Hiring help is an option, but it can be expensive, and not everyone is comfortable relying on outside assistance. Many seniors push themselves too hard, trying to maintain their independence, which can lead to accidents or injuries. Cooking and nutrition challenges. Preparing meals for one person can feel like more effort than it's worth. Many seniors end up skipping meals, relying on processed foods, or eating the same simple meals every day just to avoid the hassle of cooking. This can lead to nutritional deficiencies, lower energy levels, and a weakened immune system. Another challenge is grocery shopping. It can be physically draining, especially for those with mobility issues, and many seniors struggle with carrying heavy bags. Online grocery delivery services help, but they can be costly and don't always provide the same fresh food selection. Health and medical concerns. One of the biggest worries about living alone is what happens in an emergency. A fall, a sudden illness, or even forgetting to take medications can quickly turn into a life-threatening situation when there's no one around to help. Many seniors invest in emergency alert systems or check-in calls, but the reality is that living alone means there's always a level of risk. Even small health issues can escalate without proper care. For example, a minor cold can develop into pneumonia if not monitored, or a simple misstep can lead to a serious fall. Regular doctor visits, medication management, and having a plan for emergencies become essential for those living alone. But unfortunately, many seniors hesitate to reach out for help, fearing they'll lose their independence. Technology can be both a lifeline and a frustration. Technology has made life easier in many ways, but it can also be a source of frustration. Many seniors struggle with smartphones, online banking, or video calls, making it harder to stay connected or handle basic tasks. While some adapt well, others feel left behind by a rapidly changing digital world. However, technology can also be a powerful tool to overcome isolation. Learning to use video calls, voice assistants, or even smart home devices can help make life easier and safer. The challenge is getting past the initial learning curve and finding the right tools that feel comfortable to use. Finding balance in the challenges. Living alone means navigating these practical struggles every day, but that doesn't mean there aren't solutions. Accepting help, making small lifestyle adjustments, and finding creative ways to manage daily tasks can make a significant difference. The key is recognizing the challenges early and finding proactive ways to deal with them, whether that's hiring help, using technology, or building a support system. While the practical challenges of living alone are tough, the emotional and mental aspects can be just as difficult, if not more. Loneliness, isolation, and the fear of being forgotten are some of the biggest struggles seniors face when living alone. But with the right mindset and strategies, it's possible to maintain emotional well-being and lead a fulfilling life. The deep impact of loneliness. Loneliness isn't just about being alone, it's the feeling of being disconnected from the world. Even seniors who were once independent and socially active can find themselves struggling with isolation as they age. Friends move away, family gets busy, and social circles shrink over time. For some, loneliness can lead to depression, anxiety, or a lack of motivation to take care of themselves. Studies have even linked chronic loneliness to health problems like high blood pressure, weakened immunity, and cognitive decline. It's not just an emotional issue, it's a real health concern. Ways to combat isolation. The good news: loneliness isn't permanent. There are ways to stay socially engaged and emotionally fulfilled, even when living alone. Reaching out regularly, staying in touch with friends and family, whether through phone calls, video chats, or meetups, can make a huge difference. Even a simple check-in call can brighten your day. Joining community groups. Many local organizations, senior centers, and churches offer social activities, hobby groups, and volunteer opportunities. Being around people with shared interests can create a sense of belonging. Adopting a pet. For those who love animals, a pet can provide companionship, structure, and even a reason to stay active. The simple act of caring for a pet can reduce stress and boost mood. Exploring online communities. If mobility is an issue, online communities can be a great way to stay engaged. Whether it's a Facebook group, a virtual book club, or even an online course, technology can help bridge the gap. The importance of having a purpose. One of the hardest things about aging alone is losing a sense of purpose. After retirement, after kids grow up, or after a spouse passes away, many seniors wonder, what now? Without meaningful activities, life can feel empty. Finding purpose doesn't have to mean big, dramatic changes. It can be as simple as learning something new, like painting, music, or gardening, volunteering in the community, mentoring younger generations, setting personal goals, big or small, to stay motivated. When you have something to look forward to, something that gives your life meaning, loneliness fades into the background. Creating a support system. Even if you live alone, you don't have to go through life alone. Building a strong support system is crucial, whether that's friends, family, neighbors, or a group of like-minded individuals. Keep a few trusted friends close, people you can talk to when you need support. Have a safety plan, whether it's checking in with a neighbor or using a medical alert system in case of emergencies. Don't be afraid to ask for help, whether it's emotional support or practical assistance with daily tasks. Embracing the joy of solitude. Living alone doesn't have to mean being lonely. In fact, some people find a sense of peace, freedom, and self-discovery in solitude. It's all about mindset. Rather than seeing it as something to be endured, it can be an opportunity to reconnect with yourself, explore your interests, and enjoy life on your own terms. Living alone as a senior comes with its challenges, but it also presents a unique opportunity to rediscover yourself, embrace independence, and create a lifestyle that truly makes you happy. This section focuses on how to make the most of solo living by finding joy, purpose, and fulfillment in your later years. Embracing the freedom of independent living. One of the biggest advantages of living alone is the ability to live life on your own terms. No need to adjust your schedule for anyone else, no compromises on personal preferences. You have full control over your space, time, and activities. Here's how to embrace this freedom. Create a routine that works for you. Establishing a daily rhythm can bring structure and purpose to your life. Whether it's starting the morning with a peaceful cup of coffee, going for a walk, or dedicating time to a favorite hobby, having a routine keeps the mind engaged and the body active. Decorate your space to reflect your personality. Your home should be your sanctuary. Fill it with things that bring you joy, family photos, artwork, cozy furniture, or plants. A well-organized and cheerful space can significantly boost your mood. Enjoy the little things, savoring simple pleasures, like watching the sunrise, reading a good book, or listening to your favorite music, can bring unexpected happiness. Staying active and healthy. Living alone doesn't mean neglecting physical health. Staying active is crucial for maintaining mobility, independence, and overall well-being. Engage in physical activity, whether it's walking, stretching, yoga, or even dancing in your living room. Movement is essential. Exercise not only strengthens the body but also improves mental health by reducing stress and anxiety. Eat well for a healthy life. Cooking for one can feel like a chore, but healthy eating is key to maintaining energy and well-being. Try simple, nutritious meals that don't require too much effort. Meal prepping or joining a local meal service can also help. Prioritize regular checkups. Regular doctor visits, screenings, and managing medications properly are important steps to staying on top of your health. Cultivating a positive mindset. Happiness often comes down to mindset. Instead of focusing on what's missing, shift the focus to what's possible. Practice gratitude. Start or end the day by listing things you're grateful for, no matter how small. This can change your perspective and make life feel richer. Limit negative influences. Too much news, worrying about things beyond your control, or dwelling on the past can steal your peace. Focus on things that uplift and inspire you. Engage in creative activities. Writing, painting, gardening, or learning a new skill can be incredibly fulfilling. Creativity keeps the mind sharp and provides a sense of accomplishment. Building a meaningful social life. Just because you live alone doesn't mean you have to be lonely. Proactively seeking social connections can bring joy and reduce isolation. Stay connected with loved ones. Regular calls, video chats, or visits with family and friends can keep relationships strong. Join a club or class. Whether it's a book club, art class, or fitness group, being part of a community adds meaning and social interaction to your life. Consider volunteering. Giving back to the community can provide a deep sense of purpose. Many organizations are always looking for volunteers, and it's a great way to meet like-minded people. Leaving a legacy. Many seniors find comfort in knowing that their life experiences and wisdom can leave a lasting impact. Write your story, journaling, or recording memories can be a wonderful way to reflect and share your life lessons with family or even the world. Pass on knowledge, teaching younger generations. Whether it's a grandchild, a community group, or an online platform can be incredibly rewarding. Consider planning for the future. Making arrangements for finances, healthcare, and personal wishes can bring peace of mind and reduce stress for loved ones. Living alone as a senior doesn't have to feel like a burden. It can be an opportunity for growth, joy, and rediscovery. While there will be challenges, there are also countless ways to make life fulfilling and meaningful. By staying active, maintaining social connections, and embracing personal freedom, it's possible to create a life that is both happy and independent.